No, you're not a slave owner. And no, she was not a slave in the brutal days of the transatlantic slave trade, but subconsciously and unconsciously and even consciously, it factored into how we were raised and nurtured by the US of A. Stories of kidnapping, torture, and rape. She knows where the light skin in her family came, though she can't even trace back her ancestors' names. But you can. Her brothers and sisters so much more likely to be shot, to be poor, to be incarcerated in numbers so disproportionate. Black and brown families left brokenhearted, and you turn your head because you are the one tired of this shit? Tired of bearing the brunt of the actions of your forefathers, eh? Well, the weight will not be shifted by the silent game, so I gotta tell us to stop. You're missing what you've been given in the fact that you never had it that bad. You might have had it rough, but you don't have it rough because of the color of skin you have. Dear fellow white people, just stop. Stop telling us how this one black dude you know is a millionaire without having to rap, and how you pulled yourself up by your own bootstrap. Stop and look around so you can see all the people with no boots. Slavery continued long after that proclamation supposedly made it go away. Lynching, sharecropping, Jim Crow, segregation, humiliation, poverty, dehumanization passed down like your great-granddaddy's wealth. Now we got prisons as the new Jim Crow, and families whose babies are ripped away before they're grown. Everybody's saying, that's how it goes. Guilty of looking guilty, guilty of being in public while black. Known racial profiler deems himself judge, jury, and executioner and gets excused by internal affairs. But a white man can go into a church and blast 9 lives and shatter countless others, get caught and not shot in the head, get gifted a bulletproof vest instead, fed and protected just in case someone else wants him dead. But that's not you, of course. You are proud of how your eyes see past color and race to a new day. You pat yourself on the back for the utopia you can imagine, and should be evident by the things that you say, where we are all happy and frolicking through sunny meadows guilt-free. Dear broken record, you have not been cast as the villain from birth, but to not become one is work. So just stop and breathe and listen. Let's dismantle this mess. Are you bitterly facing the white sins for which you must atone, despite no one telling you that they were all for you to own? Brush off that white guilt boulder from your shoulder and stop. Can you handle hearing about racism without taking it as a personal attack? Can you empathize without casting yourself as the white savior? Can you breathe and be and listen and comprehend that the utopia is not here yet, even if you can see it around the bend? Can you acknowledge that poverty and pain and propaganda prompting self-hate passes down through generations like your grandma's fine china? To acknowledge this is not to make it so. Pointing out the system is white supremacist and broken, and justice is a joke, and environmental racism is real, does not make these things appear. They have been there, festering under the rug we swept them under to stop them from making us feel uncomfortable. And with our silence, we are Mississippi, goddamn. We are the bull governing Alabama. We are the school to prison pipelines in California. We are the lifelines for some children, but not others around the world. We are the gunshots from authorities leaving grieving mothers and fathers of murdered boys and girls. We are the tired stereotypes that have taken different shapes, but remained here just the same. Because when you make it all about you and your feelings, it then bears your name. So stop. Listen. Just listen to the narratives of the artists, the sages, the musicians, the people whirling around this world with you. Listen. Just listen and feel that the pain born from lifetimes lived under white supremacy is real. These narratives are not created to condemn you, but simply opening wounds in order for us to finally heal. Thank you. All right.